I think you have to imagine the pressure that these players are under. Now he really starts to set in, but they're not playing passive and waiting for their opponents to make a mistake, make a move instead. Going for some mid-aggression. Hadn't seen anybody there, so the rotates are back, but these players are close on hand.
Omen flash here?
Maybe trying to pick off some of these A players. So the shock dart's good for Mr. Fallen, but he dodges the next one. 50 HP, just about holding on to life. And this squad for FUT about to be pressured on with the paranoia coming through.
Mr. Fallen, hell.
Caught down below, but there's support from Mr. Fallen. Pora, the one to pick up both those kills. Damage done to CNET. Little cracks will avoid as any further damage with the decay.
Wow.
Disintegrating. He swings out, catches one, right clicks from Brave, not landing, and the wall up. And a Brave attempt from Pora, but it's not going to work out. Too many players surrounding him, and a pistol under the belt of FUT.
That's a good start.
Hey, I want the emote. GG.
For their side. I definitely think they're going to have a safer time when heading into the A side. I think that's the general census when it comes to Icebox. But without that Sage Wall, it definitely becomes a lot easier. You're still going to have so much utility to clear all of these sort of safe corners that teams might like to look to play in off angles. You've got Snakebite, Shock Darts, Nano Swarms, Fragment. Like, you got pretty much everything you could ever need. You also got CNED. That's just another piece of utility.
It helps. It helps, doesn't it? Yeah, CNED playing the Jet as well. Difference in compositions, right? For BBL, actually taking space is going to be that little bit more complicated, whereas CNED here,
Chat, GG.
He's going a bit more direct.
2-0 FUT. Then we have to play the game? No, we got to root for BBL, chat. That way we don't actually have to play the game.
Great. Smokes for extra
We're just a watch party streamer now.
But the loss of movement or aggressive movement.
They plant the bomb, but then drop the wall as soon as we tap, so they can't spam the planter.
That's mainly going to be a problem when
I like it.
Going into the attack.
Yeah.
So you're like Pujon now? Actually, Pujon's unranked. I'm actually a Moto 3.
Classics. That's why Mr. Fallen's having such an easy time picking them off. And finding himself his ultimate in the process. Hunter's Fury online for next. Out of Captain, finding the final.
Does NA play today? Yes.
To start this one out.
We got Sen versus Furia in 6 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours, something like that.
Hunter's Fury farmed up on the back of it.
Yeah, and they'll also do the same as they always do. Yedajay had a pistol. He now invests back into a rifle. So it's going to be a 5-rifle buy alongside the ultimate. So if anything, okay, sure.
The Kuronami Vandal looks so sick whenever you actually get the kills.
Vandals/Phantoms on the other side. But that ultimate could end up padding.
Yeah, bro, APM is late
though,
for an NA
looks
game.
Like they're setting up early. Potentially just fight for the orb on B. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to go that way, but it might just force Brave back a little bit further.
It also means the pressure is on for him. If he decides to stay aggressive after the drone's gone through, which he doesn't, concedes the space.
Okay, come on, BBL.
At this point, though, you start to think
you gotta win this map.
For that orb. The knife has gone down on yellow, but the players flooding the site is more so what gives that away. A plant all ready to be secured. Now we can see the advantage of having that Hunter's Fury late. They are still fighting, still pushing. CNED alongside Ada Captain are in the spawn almost, and now looking to fight back. It's almost like they're the defenders attempting a retake. Their own little
what
fight.
A flash!
Battle supported by spams out of cracks through walls and walls.
They flashed in the jet smoke, and it turns out it helped
disaster for BBL. Kushner barely even gets his gun. In fact, he doesn't get a chance to shoot at anyone.
Yeah, AP, I'm ready to hit the hay.
No, that's a very bad sign early on. Like, did you expect FUT? They are the sort of team that can steamroll absolutely anyone. Funnily enough, one of the teams that is currently rooting for them, they steamrolled earlier in the tournament.
X-Vapor X in 29 months.
But that's the thing, it is a team that can just go crazy, but you expect with all that extra utility, all that extra delay. Right here. But FUT didn't care. They just respected every single piece that was thrown. Plant came in so quickly. That's meant to be more difficult, by the way.
Fuck, BBL are getting cooked
they
right
made
now.
it look very, very easy. Especially towards that B side, where again, you have the expectation of there be snake bites to stop them getting the plant. This time, it does seem like BBL are going to be a bit more aggressive with their utility, but unfortunately, they don't have the guns.
Yeah, even Brave, Stinger, not really going to be able to do much from that position. Tags are decent, especially considering the weaponry in play. I mean, those are sheriffs tapping through that smoke. But again, following up on the back of it will be tough. If they could get the Hunter's Fury out of them, they'd be delighted this early on. This is really a round where I don't expect much from this side. Some aggressive stances, but again, as we can see, CNED can just get out of there. Good spray out of cracks, farming up orbs, and Just like that, it comes to a conclusion. Convincing one for FUT. 3 players left alive. Ult farmed up as well, getting a lot of those orbs. With a 4-0, basically flawless start. Economy.
You lose this round, you call a pause
high.
for sure.
You have to hope that on the opposition for BBL on this defense, that this is the round where they find an answer. Because if they don't, this is going to very quickly spiral out of their control.
Yeah, this was a map as well that I feel like a lot of people had some expectations that they might end up banning.
Holy shit.
That is a roar.
That is a roar.
But the fact is, FUT have come in with a game plan.
Tag one ult. Tag an ult. Oh!
Right now, BBL still trying to react. Okay, they want those
Wait,
openers.
you have to
That's what
save.
they're going for here. And Zened, he uses the disruption to
Res.
his advantage. Poor
It doesn't matter.
already.
Bro, it's GG. It
This
doesn't
is already
matter.
just falling apart completely.
Unless-
Finally, Elite drops somebody on the side of FUT as they're looking to retreat. He's going to try and catch him, and while Cracks has won that battle as well. Now there's even a hesitation for
they're
FUT going, well, we got another
they're
kill. Do we just go back towards
And
the
this
other
lurk
side?
is actually
I
perfect.
mean, really take your pick. Probably, I'd like to see them grouped together in the 10th ball, but with how things have been going so far, sure. Let's try and make the individual plays. Captain's low, has a Viper's Pit, and just wants to secure some extra space, sees backside clear, and now the call is set. Plant up on A, and allow the late lurk of Yedije to come through.
Save.
Captain can catch him on the way in.
This is a save.
Yedije will catch him on the way
GG2-0.
out.
It's a
And
save.
Ooh, yeah, okay. I see for a second Kushner starts stepping forward, but he's just trying to catch an angle with the op and eventually decides to give them a little bit more room to work with. So back towards yellow, and I would
Double
assume
Senti,
that they
double
will carry these
controller,
weapons
no
forward. Even
duelist
then, bridging all those
for
gaps is going to be
BBL.
tough.
They
This is a really bad sign.
They needed
for
like
BBL.
8 rounds.
As
They can't
mentioned
even get
already,
8.
they are in one of the weirdest scenarios we've seen, where if they win this series, they finish top in their group. If they lose 2-0, which they are currently on track for, they are out. And Liquid take their place. It is not a scenario we've seen before, and it is not one I think we're likely to see again. And it's not getting any better for them. They know where this last man is.
And the ops
even though
run,
Yedije walks out without his gun ready. Mr. Farlin is 5-0. The loss of
They have
guns for FUT
100%
means
win rate with
absolutely
this
nothing.
comp.
They are stacked
How many times
for
have they
cash,
played
and
it?
their opponents are left in the bin.
Pause,
A
BBL,
couple of
pause. We
players
need a
yet to
pause.
even get on the scoreboard, Mitch.
For a split second, did he think about knifing him?
I think he pulled out Sheriff.
It was knife then Sheriff. Maybe it was a misclick.
One?
Yeah,
Okay,
Sheriff
then
initially,
obviously
I
it's
don't
going to
think
be 100%
Look at it,
win
knife in
rate.
hand, and then he switches over. That would have been crazy. He's got an op. I'll jump around him.
If they played it like
I
4
don't think they
times
need to
and it was
disrespect them
100%
any
win
further.
rate,
It's
sure.
5-0 in the lead. And FUT, they've got big ultimates online. We said Captain last round managed to get the Viper's Pit in play. Null command for Cracks. And yeah, BBL have some of their own, but they've struggled to get
just
anything
got
done.
one. He just picked up an orb over on A that got him the Hunter's Fury of his own. So again, one of the major problems should be getting the plants, and especially with the Hunter's Fury, that's definitely going to make things a little bit more awkward, though he is on the other side of the map. And you can see again from FUT, they are more than happy to just take this control. I almost feel like at this point BBL might be showing them a little bit too much respect.
Maybe, and that could be their problem in some games. We see this team consistently in series and in maps be slow to start. We looked at the percentages. It's always like the late half, the kind of second quarter that they manage to find the majority of the rounds. Hunter's Fury. It's not. It's got Mr. Fallen. The
Viper
spam from Kushner off the back of the reveal works perfectly.
KO. Now they're gonna Viper
burnt
ult.
up right here and now. Plan has been secured, and now the fight back through the pit's going to be tough.
But that's the problem. It was meant for plant denial. It hasn't worked out. Zened just
Wow,
went sliding away, but he's still been caught. The best scenario we've seen so far for BBL. Captain is already tagged desperately low within this. The time is ticking. They need to get
Wait,
a
he's
move
on
on. They're
top?
hoping to try and find someone.
Wait,
that
how is that
gets
guy
revealed,
alive?
And that leaves just one in Captain. He's managed to dance his way around. He's trying to deny
Yo!
the defusal. And he's
Yo!
I don't know how he's managed to do this. Captain has just pulled off maybe the most ridiculous clutch we've ever seen.
Yo!
Utterly speechless. We need a replay. Cue it up. Get it up
Oh
there.
my god, what a clutch.
I don't believe it. It's
I need to see this a second, a third, a fourth time.
He was, I think, 36 HP.
How does
that
not
doesn't
one
hit the
bullet hit
shot?
there?
Just goes with the shorty, gets both players. It's ridiculous.
Look at Yedije. Yedije's been breaking the sound barrier down on the stage when they win rounds conventionally. I think that
Oh my
microphone's gonna be a
God.
timeout. It's a tactical timeout from BBL. Wouldn't be surprised if it goes into a tech. Someone must have broken something.
You have until this round is over. Mark my words.
Enjoyable players.
L-Back, thank you for the prime. Everyone say thank you to L-Back. Because no joke, if L-Back did not sub, you guys are fucked. June the Renegade, thank you for the prime. Everyone say thank you. Everyone say thank you. Otherwise, there would have been ads. I'm not joking.
Ults were committed in that round as well. There's so many negatives to what we've just witnessed.
Peek again. Bang! Bang! Peek again! Bang! Bang! By yours.
They're looking for an instant response. 5 HP though. Getting out of his important. Teaming up.
TJ Caro with the prime. Moolin I with the prime, thank you for the prime. Fatal, thank you for the 4 gifted. Holy shit! Jay, thank you for the 2-1.
But right into Elite's Sheriff.
Wait.
Beautiful shot. Recon
you have a
just to
game?
check. There's no flank waiting to catch him. He's going to have to run, but he'll make it.
Adward, thank you for the 5 months.
Mid flank is watch.
Astro, thank you for the prime. Smooth, thank you for the 3 months.
Mr. Fallen spotted him. Brave knows he's been seen.
Thank you, primers. You guys saved your... You guys saved your chatters, friends.
So important. This is a clutch that they cannot lose on the side of
Hundreds
BBL.
of ads.
After that previous round,
if Fallen wins this chat, you guys go bald.
Slow on the first map, like we said, he wasn't fragging out, but now 8-2, starting to find his groove. They've split up on the side of BBL. 2 1v1s on offer, but time is going to be the real issue. 12 seconds to get into that B side. Find
thank you for the prime. Komilo, thank you for 12 months.
Perfect angle found by Elite.
7-1? Brazil mentioned?
For BBL, it's taken a while, but it always does with this team.
Yeah, they should have won the last one, but they probably shouldn't have won this one. So I guess balance is restored. A huge round from Kushner with that rifle. Being able to battle and brawl and the pistols playing a part as well. Even still, it is just 1 round on the road to recovery, as we've already mentioned.
Panda boothing in 2 months.
BBL is everything.
You can't avoid Brazil.
Not so much. FUT, if they win this series,
Brazil mentioned.
Group, lovely. Happy. They get to skip that stage. BBL, they lose this map, they're not even in playoffs. They win this map, and they are. It's as simple as that.
Run away.
There's a part of me that wants to see this series even just conclude on a third map, second map, wouldn't matter to me, but these two teams...
I'm down for a third map.
That's the bigger part.
That means I don't have to actually play the game. Hell yeah.
It would have been... Could be, even. Beautiful if we end up there. For now.
No real damage in. Again, that Hunter's Fury is available for Mr. Fallen. He's already going to be falling back. He's going to use it preemptively. They like to do this with disruptive plays, but the flash only catches 1.
It's not enough for them. FUT have time on their side, but the advantage for BBL as they look to fight close, spam through, catching Yedije. Kushner, a shrouded step up top. Good position to play from now as they can just smoke off this choke point and start the defuse halfway already, and the kills keep flooding in. CNET's the last man standing, and he has no chance to deny this. In fact,
what? Is CNET playing for stats?
The weapon right under their nose. It looks like he'll get away with it too.
What? Hell yeah, I would too. Are you kidding me?
Second.
Hey, just us 6 Turkish guys hanging out, all BBL players.
He just likes me, yeah.
Yeah, I'm your jet, don't worry.
Hey,
you remember BBL CNET? That's a blast from the past.
Quite a while.
6-2. Slow to start. But they're getting there. Couple of rounds back in a row, of course.
Flying specs in the 14 months.
They've been dented now, at least. CNET 1 away from a Bladestorm. Res still available for Pora, but it's so situational. Reezy again has managed to take that orb. They haven't really challenged that on the side of FUT. He's been able to build that orb almost all the way back up from the crazy round they lost. Just a couple ago. And already a pretty decent read. A 4th player looking like he might even be able to rotate in or at least play in mid. They're in a great spot here, BBL.
Even taking fights from around these positions that they're currently in is fine. Poor is the one guy I don't want to see go down, but that res in the back pocket for FUT, taking space and playing post plant isn't even the main name of the game. Right now they're trying to fake this out, trying to make some noise.
Main name of the game.
Catch any flankers, any over-aggression.
Main name of the game.
The rotates have come in through spawn.
Is that a tongue twister?
Keeping mid secure with the Killjoy utility. And having a second player, a third,
Insert
in fact, up
1B,
around that kitchen area.
Re-hit A, but then you
Rotates
actually
back,
re-hit
right
B
read,
later.
And the side of A has been left mostly open. The main issue is
Wait,
the
you're
time.
faking
With
B?
35 seconds left,
Oh my God.
the fake is being sold now by Mr. Fall, and this is getting them. Just take a look over at the A side on the minimap. You're already seeing Reezy give up control of Heaven. He starts to go back. They're now
They have to
realizing
go, otherwise
that
it's
the
too
push isn't
obvious.
coming
They have
through,
to go
that
now.
it's probably an A play, but they can't get here in time. FUT have already overrun the site, and now it looks like a plant will come in. The shock darts, we've seen them before. A second one's on the way. Captain's got to move, and he's taken a lot of damage for that plant. Something for BBL to work with as they go straight back in, and a great reveal combined with the paranoia finds the opening.
Cracks with an immediate trade, though. Keeps things even. The wall has been
Wait
for them. The shot's not quite connecting, and they're already getting this.
We have a game!
Reezy's just going to stick it all the way, but it doesn't quite get diffused. It's still left down to Captain. Snake bites have been thrown, and he knows he needs to get up close. He needs to try and find that line.
And
but they've got the res. Thrown in at the perfect moment. I don't know if he's going to be able to stop this. The span this time isn't enough. He'll kill off Brave, but the round is taken once again by BBL.
We actually have a game.
Wall and body blocks, reses
We
to bring
actually
extra
have a
players
game.
online just to use them as flesh armor.
It's just all about
They're
patience.
rotating off of B. Because of one KO flash.
Brave is on the way back towards yellow. This is where the real danger is. The dash has come in and CNED's found him. Now the fight
and Viper's
quite
dead.
Telegraphed, and Brave was in the wrong spot to find any sort of success. Captain now breaks a turret, causes them to look the other way, and that's where Mr. Fallen strikes a beautiful trade, even if not intended. But Reezy gets a little bit of his own done. That kill might just
no matter what happens, J2J do not whiff.
To be around, but look at the flank.
He didn't whiff, he didn't whiff.
Was
he didn't whiff, he didn't whiff.
Not able to find the shots.
What? This guy's crazy. Jump to kitchen.
5 bullets left in that magazine as they attempt to move forward towards this spike. Blade Storm still for CNED. He can get up and above, trying to catch the head of Pora. Can't quite connect, but with Reezy down, there's no diffuser, and there's no one to even attempt it for Pora. Finding both of these players is near impossible, and CNED finds him first. 7-3 now. FUT back on the board, breaking the win streak of BBL.
Yeah, a great round from them. A double pump to start with. Faking out that they'd retreated, gone back, end up hitting the site anyway with CNED's entry, but it was actually the double lurk.
Bro, if he whiffed, I would have felt way. He jump peeks that.
Captain, which once you clear that
weird
player,
peeks.
you go, the other one probably isn't here. Probably watching the flank, probably making sure we're not coming behind. And then you have that second player of J2J wrapping it.
This crowd is sick.
Big part of the round for FUT. Layers to this attack side.
They're not playing on new update? No.
No problems in terms of money for BBL. I think if they can get 4 or 5 rounds, it's not a death sentence. It's still going to be tough, don't get me wrong. Especially with the alterations made to this
comp. You just hit A here?
To bring in
You get solo too?
Killjoy. The Sage on the defense, not as much of a loss. If they get to 9, I don't know if there's a response.
Yeah, that is where even the pistol could just tip the pendulum in their favor. Alarm bot left behind to cover their flank. No one will be sneaking up.
And FUT knows, so they're going back to B.
The rotates from FUT.
Oh my god.
It looked like BBL made the right gamble, but now the B site's the one under threat. The retake setup is going to have to be tested. And perhaps Brave can find a few with the spams through the smoke on the Phantom. J2J lurking up on A. Smoke's about to fade, and he's just walked his way through an ambitious attempt from this man. He doesn't expect there to be another.
He lived!
Faded through the smoke!
He
lived! Mr. Fallen strikes, taking down Brave, who starts to rotate. They think it's A. Of course they think it's A. And that's when they lose their B player, lose their B site, and face into a 5 versus 3 post plan. An absolutely impeccable lurk from J2J.
Oh my god, he
lived. Any
lived.
better.
It's like fighting your shadow. You just don't know where he is. You can try and stamp him out, you can try and crush him, but ultimately he's still there, lurking behind you. A nice attempt from Pora to make somebody into the fight, but
save, brother,
they're more than ready for anything else, and at this stage, it just has to be the weaponry. They need to bring something through into the next round.
I cannot
Make
believe
sure they
he
can
lived.
at least get a purchase, and CNED, well, he's on the hunt.
Yes, here,
J2J
then,
has said, he's your shadow, he's behind you. He's the darkness.
They're all over him. Look at that mini-map. Players absolutely everywhere. CNED shot.
This is just disrespectful at this
human
point,
drone
bro.
again. Such Such an
Reply,
annoying player
Oxy.
to face
Oxy's
off
in chat.
against, and BBL are learning that lesson the hard way.
When are you
8
coming back to
3.
VCT?
3 rounds in a row for BBL. They figured out their defense.
Oxy, bro.
They
I'll
had a
save you next
formula
year,
that
bro.
was
Don't
locked
worry.
in.
You guys don't
This
even need
round is
saving,
insane.
bro. You guys are
That
about to make
smoke just
Shanghai
got
and win
thrown,
Shanghai.
Tom. It just got thrown, and he can't kill him because of it. Even then, what impact would that have had with the way they flood
Next
this
year, Oxy,
site,
I'll see you
find
there.
the kill, and leave the player on B caught in the open as he attempts to
Frog
rotate
with a
into
cap
what they
in the
assume is an
months.
A-side hit, because why the hell wouldn't you? Guy just shift walked up underneath heaven. Of course it's an A-side hit, but not this time. Well played by FUT.
It's definitely unfortunate that you can understand
Molly
why BBL
shock for turret?
wanted to head into this map, but FUT's attack side has looked impeccable. They did struggle on the defense last time, but as said, we've already seen the adaptations. Nice work from Pora, though. That's a huge double kill. Leaves Mr. Fallen.
8-4, actually not a bad half.
That this time they definitely know it's a hit towards that ace. So that shot dart's going to do the work.
Unless?
At least make things a little bit more competitive. Now, Pora is still here, and he's low. He doesn't have any support. If they swing off this, it would almost have to be, well, yeah, I was gonna say
But
a
he's
mid
blind,
shot
so
from the
like
other
it's
side.
not even his fault. But it
It's
just
just
looks
starting to get
you because
dangerous,
he's
Mitch.
blind.
I
But
mean, I
it's
can
but
forgive
like
him
you
for
know.
that, though. That flash was perfect. Now there's no utility left for FUT. Now they have to
Actually,
do
a
it
good
with just the
flash, yeah.
rifles in hand. 20 seconds till Mr. Fallen even has a reveal, and that turret has to be destroyed. Has to be, there we go. Has to be destroyed. Had a little bit of armor, I guess. It bought full shields. Lead down to 48.
That's a toughie. That's a toughie.
Kushner, though, behind this box. He
Spam
wasn't able to
him!
find value last time. That very same smoke ended up giving
Oh
him away.
my God,
Now
no
the jump
way
on
they're
top
about to
of the
win a
box is what
5v2.
takes him down. Elite and Brave, the last two players. Okay, Braves, he's played this all round. He's been so slow, so methodical in clearing these corners, and now he's got the timing near perfect. It all depends on which way.
Or a
The reason I didn't
5v2,
like the position
bro.
from Pora at that stage is you have a huge advantage. There's no trade.
A
There's no one that can
5v4
get
is
anywhere
crazy,
near
and
that
they're
fight.
both low.
Leave the position, fall back, play as a team. But instead, it was just isolated fights. You give those isolated fights to the players of FUT, to players like Cracks, Mr. Fallen, you're asking to lose that round, and there have been blunders. Big blunders. That might just cost them absolutely everything. We've talked about 9-3 curses, fight backs to write home about.
9-3 a curse?
Or BBL.
Unfortunately, I don't think so.
Need to pull off an impeccable comeback. And as said, the problems of this comp before that FUT had diminished. That dart's not going to clear. Cracks are at a captain, but Pora has at least done a little bit of extra damage. Getting themselves further forward, but not committed to that plant just yet. He's still got the wall available to him.
BBL would be finding a record, I believe, if they lose this one, Tom. No team who's played 2 games in a week has lost both games. What a time.
It's not a record anyone wants.
No, I don't think it's one they're aiming for.
No.
Especially after the season. What a heartbreak it would be. It could be, and it might be. Plant to come through, Pora barely dodging that. Shock dart, but not the right click.
I mean,
the captain's caught him with that advantage. Now
it's a
to
life
FUT.
of a
They found the
sage,
pistol
man. You
round
gotta
to
get
start
bombed
this
down.
out.
He
By
did his
BBL
job.
need the pistol round to at least give them that leg up in this half. They're always slow to start, not just in maps, but in halves as well, and they cannot afford for that trend to continue here. 4 players fighting this choke point. Flash is good, but no follow-up on the back of it. Reveal, catches CNED, wallbang, taking him down. Cracks, though, backing him up on the side angle. CNED 7 HP, and he's gonna run again.
Wow,
Just
GG,
seen it,
GG.
10 rounds now for FUT, and they don't
This is
lose a
GG.
single player on the way back through. If that's not a death sentence for BBL, I don't know what is.
Now
I'd love
it's
to know like a
GG.
stat of like his headshot percentage once he's below 10
It's
HP.
insane.
It's 100. It's 100.
I think you're
swear.
right, Tom.
Like it just seems like the second that happens, CNED is just truly unstoppable. Oh, he actually
That
didn't
was
get
a
a
body
headshot
shot.
there. 98%.
Stats don't lie, but Tom does. That's what I've learned today.
10-3. Heartbreak looking more and more likely in a top spot. in
I
the
will
group
win?
for
Oh,
FUT.
fuck. We're cooked. I will win. We are cooked.
The Na'Vi fans won't be happy either.
Right here.
I get to watch them play potentially a little bit more, but that's about the only positive.
I'll never say no to more Na'Vi VODs. But ahead of an international event, I think that's the last thing they want.
Toxins going up.
Also,
10-3.
single elimination. I don't think anyone wants that.
Very true.
FUT might avoid that.
BBL a 4-spot here, Tom. The attacking side wants to
That means
move
Liquid's
into
in
A and
playoff.
find
I go
success
Nats.
here. They could have played 11-3 and fought with rifles, but their best chance is to interrupt them here and now through a smoke. Mr. Fallen picks up the first. There's another. As Anna Captain eliminates Brave. Viper Util down and out. Post plant ability not even worth talking about because they have to get the plant down first. And the spike is in the open. They're about to swing 3 players from FUT on the back of the side, and a great transfer from
They did
Kushner.
hella
Good
damage. Nice try, honestly.
But it's not enough. Not unless Elite can pull out a 1 versus 4. Ada and CNED, 1 shot to the body, but he won't get a chance. CNED again on 4 HP, swings in and claims a headshot. There's a bit of a
And they bought.
In fact, maybe just one. That managed to make this happen. That is not the start they're looking for. CNED immediately pops the head of Pora. And with what they've got in this round, taking an early loss, not what was needed.
He almost gets baited into it as well, Tom. The deep knife means that he can take 1 step forward and not get caught by it. Maybe get a good flank timing, something like that. But he didn't account for CNED being on top yellow, watching the angle, ripping his head off. Weak weapons across the board for BBL. Barely any weapons left. Mr. Fall, I don't think he's even seeing these players. He's just spamming it down. The captain's definitely got his eyes on the prize. 12.
If he chat, if BBL come back from this,
round to put
I'll gift chat 500
in a
subs.
position I can't imagine that I'm actually witnessing. In a spot where they eliminate regional rivals BBL after a lights-out season.
Bro, it's not
BBL
happening.
being in playoffs 2 weeks ago was
It's
no
legit
question in
not
my
happening.
mind that we were going to see it. But here we are.
It's almost, it's bittersweet. They beat Na'Vi this season. They beat Heretics this season. They beat Koi. That was kind of cool. But then they lost to Giant X. That was the map that kind of did them in. That will be the one that probably haunts them. I think facing FUT was always going to be a nightmare.
Honestly, nice
They
try.
started this round off well.
Why, when I bet,
The
all of a sudden they want to
on
shoot?
the side of FUT for once has been punished.
It's no
It
deal,
wasn't much in the
bro.
last map, and it hasn't been in this
I was
one.
obviously joking. No
Mr.
deal.
Fallen.
No deal. I
Yeah,
was
the
obviously
final
joking.
piece to the puzzle
Even
of
if they
them
come
getting
back,
their
I'm not
first
gifting
round
500. I don't care.
on
I'll
this
scam you
side,
guys.
even still, it's easier said than done. He's completely surrounded, so I don't think any miracles will happen this time. Yedajay hoping to pull off one of his own, but Reezy's quick to make sure that doesn't happen.
12-4.
Bro, they're not coming
8
back.
in a row on the attacking side for an overtime to
I didn't
push
say
us
deal.
to a map
Nope.
3
No deal. Get scammed.
and to what was
I don't care. Get
formerly
scammed.
that 82nd province, the Istanbul for them. For BBL, though, that's no longer the case. Even going onto this map, FUT look better
Ranked
on map
after
number
this
3.
map, I'm down.
And there's a long road to go before they can even consider that.
Yeah, the fact is, for them at this stage, it's irrelevant. The main thing, make playoffs.
Ranked
Anything
after this
else is
map,
gravy,
I'm down.
but for that, they need 8 rounds in a row before they can even think
Ranked after this map, I'm
about
down.
what will happen on Ascent. And I'll be honest, I don't think we're going to get even close. FUT have been so good. Operator now in for CNED.
Yeah, I'm getting on
Hunter's
after this.
Fury
Yeah, I'm
available,
down.
and the ult on the other side is a res, so unless it's going to be an early pick in an awkward position, Kushner
GG!
looking to try
And
and take the fight. As said, on this side, it's always more difficult. Him running that Omen doesn't allow for the same sort of shenanigans we see from the opposing side, and Pora might be going down here as well. He's managed to dodge and survive for the moment.
For the moment, yeah, that moment quickly passed.
CNED
3
has the
players
Whopper
staring at it
out.
once the wall goes down. Defuse tapped, but not stuck just yet. FUT baiting them into fights. Shot from CNED with the dash on out as they reset. Wanting to go on the back of, I thought a flash, but no, in fact, it's a nade that gets thrown through. Yedajay dropped. Push out of Kushner is perfect. Sure, CNED picks up one, but the time now running low with players still to be found. They're still finding them, though. Spray of the Brave, good to catch out a captain and elites on the off angle for more. There's still
Didn't
some
Tarek
life
book
left
it? Oh
in this
yeah, I
game for
forgot.
BBL.
Matt, I have to
They
leave
won't be
you when
broken just
Tarek
yet.
gets on though. I have to play with Tarek. I told Tarek I'd
Onto
play
this
with him
attack.
today.
They're starting to get there, and the economy isn't going to be there, at least for now. Of
Well, I'm
course,
probably
FUT,
gonna
they
get
can
off
take a lot of
soon
these
though. I'm
rounds
probably
quite
gonna get off in
easy
like 2-3 hours.
at this stage, and I see CNED having a blade storm, and I'm
That's always
still
how it is. No, I
nervous.
booked Tarek, bro.
Still pumped, at least. That's the good sign. That's the most important thing, really. Is still having that mental strength to
10
look
plays
to
in
try and
2-3
climb
hours. That's not
back in
true.
these
10 plays in
rounds.
like 5 hours.
FUT have won a couple of rounds that they never should have
He's
had.
a bigger streamer. Once I
The
make
round
it
of
big,
Ant
maybe
Captain
I'll
and
be
the Viper's
treated
Pit,
different,
the
bro.
2 versus 4.
Bro,
Then
don't be like
shoot
that,
towards
man.
the
It's not,
end of the
bro. We booked yesterday.
And now it's all about trying to stabilize, trying to get back some of the magic that we've seen throughout the entirety of this split. FUT have had a blip or 2 of their own, but their season has been sublime.
It's so easy to be a victim. I
This
know.
man up close.
Chat, I'm
should
so
be dead,
sad,
but you always
man.
question
Chat,
if
my
he's
life
gonna
is
pull
going so
something off.
bad right now.
To be honest, it's
The only
it's
thing that
CNET
can
I
make
look
me
at in
really
this round with
happy
the
is a
Blade
Twitch
Storm.
Prime sub.
Everybody else can do damage.
Please,
They can
chat.
pull them off with just sheriffs, but these rounds with the Blade Storm is where everything can go right for CNET. No updraft to work with, and he, well, one of 6 knives was out. The wrong
Gameless?
one, though.
Fuck
Kushner
you,
able to
chatters.
find
Fuck
that.
you.
Now up top, following up on
Bro,
another
can
3
these
kills
guys
for him,
just
and it looks
lose?
like
Why are
they've
they
locked
faking
in
a comeback?
The anti-thrifty, with only damage being the name of the game, and one that won't really matter at 12-5.
For a second, it looked like he was going to try and fragment the dart. I'm like,
Come on with
very
5 gifted
impressed.
tier 1s, bro. I
No,
love my life. Come on, you are the GOAT, bro.
12
Thank you for the 5 gifted.
3 in a row.
Subi, thank you for the 2 months.
Twice
Welcome
that
back.
needed.
Holy shit, 5 gifted? I love my
Just to
life.
take
You're the
us to
best,
overtime.
bro.
But we are starting to see some of those
You're actually the
stars
best.
get
I
some
love
of their
my life.
flair back.
Thank you for the
Kushner
5 gifted.
climbing that
Bass,
wall.
awesome. Thank you
Every
with the
round that
prime. Thank you for the
passes, we
prime.
need to see the best we've ever had from
RM
him.
Rand, thank you for the prime.
We need some of the other stars to wake
It's
up.
so easy
Elite's
being
been
the
a little bit
victim.
more quiet than what we've seen throughout the season. He was
Bro,
top
chat, you guys
rated
aren't getting 500 subs,
in
bro.
the
What's
whole
the point of
tournament
faking a comeback?
going into this match.
Look, CNET has an op on
CNET was
B.
behind him. I say was
Yeah, where are
because
BBL gonna
he
go?
is anymore,
Straight to B.
especially after map 1.
But like, I
Can't
do wonder,
believe
what
he
is the
stuck
point
this.
of faking a
At
comeback?
12-6, sticking this ult all the way through. It's being watched. Ada Captain knows this is a possibility. Fighting up.
Yeah, like, why would you
Shedajek.
fake a comeback, bro?
Not expected after CNET's initial kill, and they make it out, avoiding Kushner. They're watching their
Oh,
back.
oh,
They're
oh,
aware
oh,
that this is an
oh,
angle he
oh,
could
oh.
be on, and it's all down to the timing. The swing
Oh,
from CNET gets
with the
trade.
Whopper.
The advantage stays in their hands. They made the mistake of
But like,
tagging
make it
him
make
down
sense,
to 20
bro. Why
HP.
would you fake a comeback?
That's where he's been hitting every single shot. He's been unkillable. Once
Wait.
he goes low, the ult is used to finally deal with CNET, to equalize the numbers.
An anonymous user
Perhaps
gifted a
get
tier
them
1
a
sub
plant
to
through
1,000
on
gifted
this
subs.
side.
What?
Shock dart. Oh, no.
Wait, Cora
Cora's
just
out in the
threw.
open. That's the spike. I mean, they can just about reach it by the looks of things.
Man, chat, you guys
Will
could have
do
had
just that.
500 gifted,
The
but Cora
advantage given
threw.
away, and Yedajay has ultimate online. The lockdown.
guys could have
he used
literally
at any
had
moment just to
500
force these
gifted.
players back with 40
Literally.
seconds left. Time is a big deal for BBL. They can't go rotating to the other side. Commitment to this plant and post plants. They want to pick ahead of it. Razy can't find a single player. Backs off
GG,
with
they
a
have
reveal.
Killjoy ult.
No
GG.
further
Hey,
utility
chat.
to play with that knife.
Hey,
Catching
chat.
goal. Nice
Unlucky,
shot for
man.
Cracks.
You
Trying
gotta
to
blame
get
Cora,
ahead. The
man.
fight was elite, but it's too
That's
little,
500
too late.
gifted you guys missed out on.
13